Hello, sir. Good morning.
Mhm.
Okay. So, as you know, I already sent you the information about my research project. My research project is based on FDI inflow. The topic name is the impact of foreign direct investment on sustainable economic development of Bangladesh. Here, I'm taking the survey, especially from the industry stakeholder in my country. So you are one who stay or who are an owner uh, of a educational sector. So I have selected you, and I especially thanked you that you have joined with me, or you are giving such an important time that is beneficial to me. So, um, so I think you are okay. And should I start the interview, please?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So, sir, first of all, I want to ask you about your what should I say about your institution, how it is going and how it contribute to the world to the country's economy.
Okay. So thank you very much for your massive research, and I'm very happy to be a part of your research paper. And first of all, I want to say about my perception from the view of my educational institute. My educational institution name is Unique IELTS Center. Is the it started in 2022, and its mother parent institution is Commerce Academy, which has the great impact of our society.
Yeah.
Because we are working on the local and remote students, our main view is changing the education system, because our educational institutions are day by day going to the declining about their core value. So we are trying to improving that value and create the skilled persons so that they can go to outside for higher educations. They can earn their degrees. They can go to their career lives, and they can be successful, so that their success can contribute to our economy. For by the blessings of Allah, we have a lots of students. More than 256 students are all around the world, and almost 5,000 students are taking services from us as an English specialist, and they are working in different ways, like British Council, different companies, multinational sectors. So. As an director of such kind of institution, I feel proud, and we are trying to make more students so easy and available for their careers. And finally, we have our 45 stakeholders with our 73 staff. And all of our staffs are now starting from our institution, and now they are embellishing the all over the world, like Finland, USA, UK, Canada, and different countries. I cannot mention all the countries' name. So that's all about our institution, whatever we are going to do.
Okay, maybe one example is you're in front of you, me, where
Yeah,
I
yeah,
studied
you are
from
my
you.
one of my proud students.
Okay, thank you, sir. So, if that's very great that you are doing something for our country, which will be beneficial for the people of our country ultimately. And now let's start the main interview session. So, as this is about all about FDI, I will first I will ask, the based on your perception, how FDI have contributed towards poverty reduction and economic growth in Bangladesh, and how does it reboot economic distribution or job creation in my country or in the country.
Okay. Okay, that's a very nice question, because we have, as a researcher of different multi-purpose things, I found FDI is very interesting. So, Actually, FDI, which is called a foreign direct investments, so it has played a very notable roles in our country, especially third world country like Bangladesh, because our country is 90% depending on the remittance, and the remittance is coming from other countries.
Yeah,
That's why they are very important for our poor poverty, the people who are below the poverty line. And another thing is, we have FDIs that we got from different countries like Britain, USA, Canada, Russia, and different countries, depending on different sectors. For example, I want to mention advanced technology, arms, managerial expertise, access to global markets, and the capital making.
yeah,
So with this, we are getting more orders, more buyers, and our economy is growing day by day.
day by day.
And you will be very happy to hear that our country is ongoing countries, those whose economy is too much fast.
Yeah,
And in terms of job creation, I want to say that our RMG, ready-made garments, is a fabulous thing. If I can say that our country's economy is depending or establishing, depending on the R&D sector. Lots of people are working here. Those who doesn't have any education, and it's too much cheap and the cheapest in Asia.
yeah,
On the other hand, regarding income distribution, FDI have improved wage levels in urban industrial areas too. However, there are even skilled workers also are working here, and the people, those who are lag behind, they can get benefit from the FDI's investment. And I think as a poor country, those I should not tell like this that poor country, because it was poor country, but
yeah,
nowadays it's an upcoming economy, and according to some newspapers, it's a roaring economies.
yeah.
So something like that, I think FDI has a very impactful situation in our country.
And thank you, sir, for your informative answering. And what do you think about education sector? Is it needed the investor from foreign to develop our educational system or educational sector?
Obviously, because I'm working on here last 15 years.
Yeah,
So what I think that actually, our country's education system was not good, like 5 or 10 years ago. It was totally depending on the government investment. Government, they are providing subsidies on education every day, every time.
yeah,
But whatever we saw after 2005 or 2010, the education is totally changed, because now people are doing a lots of things, but only sitting on the home.
yeah.
Especially, I want to mention an example that uh, in the time of
COVID-19.
pandemic, people are getting a lots of work opportunities by home, and they are doing it only using the technologies and earning a lots of money, a lots of opportunities. Like people are students are making websites, they are doing freelancing, they are going to do designing. So a lots of working opportunities are available. Why? Because our education system is changed.
Changed.
We are focusing on now the international language on English. Once upon a time, English was a very tough subject in our country,
Yeah,
but nowadays it has become very easy and very
yeah,
comfortable. A lots of teachers, new institutions, new techniques, everything is available. So the main point is, if there is no educate investment on this, so how gonna teachers work on that?
yeah,
Because if I want to teach someone, I have to make the proper teachers. I have to give the logistics like laptop, multimedia classrooms, printers, the logistics that are very necessary for the practical education.
yeah,
So uh, in our in addition, I want to say that the developed countries, why they are developed? Because they are investing more and more on their education.
yeah,
So if we want to use our FDI and we want to sustainable change, we have to invest on educational sector.
Exactly.
One of the example is our students are passing the IELTS course. They are going to different countries. They are getting their jobs and they are making money. That money they're sending when they are sending to our country, it makes the remittance. So
Yeah.
what is the main point? Because they are educational investment.
Yeah.
So I think government should impact. The government should invest more and more on educational sector. When education is strong, then other things must work on the way.
Yeah, thank you, sir. It was very descriptive and very nice. I think it will be very beneficial for my research project. Okay, so, sir, if
Thank you.
I go to the next question, that is the
Yes.
what are the primary challenges you see in terms of maximizing the benefit of FDI for sustainable economic development? What could be the challenges as your aspects? Just
So if I want to mention the challenges of FDI, using the FDI in our country,
okay.
because when any country wants to see the sustainable development growth of our country, so they want to see some positive impacts on the curves, like education, like poverty, like their investments is using properly, their business, marketing, everything. But the thing is, sometimes I think the first and foremost thing that is challenging is the corruption, because when we get FDI, then like the investment is becoming too much less. Why? Because everyone involving with the system, they are dividing the or they are taking major parts of the investment. So one of the major challenges is corruption. So that when the budget is dispersing, the budget to the students, that the difference between them, it becomes half, more than half.
Yeah.
Why? Because the students don't get the proper investment that is given by the other countries. So
Okay.
that's a very big challenges. But I don't want to mention that only removing the corruption can be the solution. We have another minor aspects also in that case. What are they? They are like our educational infrastructure. Like we should invest on teachers, but we have to invest it on logistics. We
Yeah.
should invest on the multimedia classroom, but we don't have the buildings.
Right.
So those are the minor reasons.
Yeah.
So I think if the challenges, when it comes about challenges, so we have to think about our investment, our way of investment, our system, our the red tapes, and energy and power sector also also included over there, because
Yeah.
if we don't have enough energy or enough power to support the students or educational institutions, we don't get the proper feedback from them.
Yeah, sir. Thank you. Exactly, that is happening in our country. The a lots of educational institute don't have the energy supply properly.
Yeah,
They don't have multi.
students
Yeah.
are suffering a lot in the time of classroom.
Yeah.
Even they don't use their lights in time of examination. They need candle.
Yeah, yeah, right. And I have seen that a lots of school they do not have multimedia classroom now. About
Yeah,
60 or 70% school don't have multimedia
all
classroom.
right.
And if the
That's a
if,
common. That's a common
yeah,
problem.
yeah. Okay, sir. So let's if I ask you the next question, that is to what extent do FDI have influenced the development of economic sector within Bangladesh?
Okay. So in that case, I have to go other sites, because only educational sites cannot be clear about this topic. Um, I want to mention some example which sites are impacting too much or directly. So FDI investment, when Bangladesh gets, they are investing on low labor costs and large workforce, because when R&D sectors are going on, so they get low labors and they find it easily.
Yeah,
That's why the production is more, the remittance is more.
Yeah.
It is why, because our infrastructure is growing so much fast because of FDI. And other thing is like government incentives, like ZPZ facilities, market size, strategic location, and thing is a high export potentiality, because our country's geographical area is so much nice. It's very near to reach all other countries of Europe, Asia, South Asia, and even Australia. So that's why it has a big market. So if you want to catch the big market, you need investment. Otherwise, you cannot make money. So FDI has the direct impact on that.
Okay. So can you what should I say? Your microphone is not clear. Can you fix it, please? Your microphone. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have any issues here.
Okay, it's okay now.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir, for answering the question number 3. And if I go to the question 4, that is based on your perception, what are the primary factor that make certain sector more attractive in terms of FDI, and how does it influence sustainable development of Bangladesh?
Okay. So it's a critical question because our market is huge, and getting the new opportunities for investing.
Yeah,
So I want to mention that after changing our government last years ago, so lots of facilities are creating for our country's people. I want to mention one thing, that our country is exporting the agricultural products to different new countries.
yeah,
It was not before. On the other hand, the very common R&D that they are exporting last 40 years. Besides that, small entrepreneur products, something like the traditional products, they are
yeah,
getting a huge market on other side.
yeah,
The tannery products is a huge market, and it's creating new things on our country,
yeah,
like uh, tannery products. I cannot mention all the names. Something like shocks, the shoes, the bags. They have a huge high quality products on our country. They
yeah,
are even beating the Chinese, Vietnam market. So I think the customers of all over the world, they are attracting. Why? Because the products are available in our country. And why the products are available in our country? Because we have a huge investment on that. We have the buildings, machineries, technicians, organizational capabilities. That's why, and that comes from foreign direct investment, as our government has not enough funded for doing that.
yeah. um, that's a very interesting things, that we have a huge market and we have a lots of population. One of my teacher, when I was in university level, one of my teachers said that doing business in Bangladesh is very easy, and
Easy, yeah,
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 because of its population. So maybe the foreign investor are thinking these things, that here there we have a lots of customer. If we start any business or invest, we cannot be unhappy, and maybe they
yeah.
are investing.
It's an attractive marketplace of the world.
Yeah,
Bangladesh, India, and Asian countries are the most attractive business places.
yeah, yeah. Okay, sir. Thank you for answering the question number 4. Now, this is the question number 5. Here it is. What are the positive and negative impacts of foreign direct investment within the wider landscape of Bangladesh?
Okay, I want to mention the first positive impacts. So we have a lot of positive impacts. So, first of all, economic growth and export earning. That's very common. Employment generation, and the technology and skill transfer directly,
Yeah,
because our institution is totally supporting the technological service to the students, so that they can be technological capable person, and the skilled person too, so that they have a, international English knowledge, they have the technological knowledge, and they can to other countries. And the infrastructure development, though we have a little bit slowing development on that side, but it's going on.
yeah,
On the other hand, if I want to say about negative impacts, so we are dividing them into different parts. First of all, degradation, pollution, resource depletion is very common thing, and we are talking about this because when more and more industrialists and more industry are established in the country, then our rivers are already dying, like
Yeah.
Buriganga, which is the most mm, popular river in
River
our
in
Dhaka
Dhaka
city.
city. Yeah.
It's totally destroyed. Now it is called the dying river.
Yeah.
So it's one of the example. On the other hand, resource is declining. Once upon a time, our country is totally enriched by the resources like rice, paddy, and tannery, and lots of environmental natural things
Yeah.
like uh,
Fishes.
woods and fishes. Yeah, but nowadays they are declining,
Yeah.
and it's on the other hand, labor exploitation in some sectors, yes, as because our country has a cheap labor, it's a benefit for creating job market, but it's not all time good
Yeah.
because lots of companies are replacing our laborers. They should not be giving the laborers proper remuneration.
Wages.
They
Yeah.
are not giving this, and everything they are exploiting by the companies.
Yeah.
And the other thing is profit repatriation, reducing local reinvestment. When foreign investment is coming, they are huge. They are making a huge companies. They are staking out. They make new products. It's too much competitive for the local customers or local companies, manufacturers. They cannot compete with them.
Yeah.
On the other hand, the last thing is over dependence of foreign capital, and our country's government is always trying to, it's gonna come a lots of investment next month, next year. So they are focusing on that. They don't try to make something on their country. So that's a huge problem for our country. And uh, I think the worst option for FDI is depending on the other countries.
Okay. Thank you, sir, answering the question number five. But I want to add something here. That is, uh, as a positive things. Now, when foreign investor are investing in my country or in the country, that time we got some skilled worker or skilled labor from from their institution. Like, let's say, think about Samsung. Once a time we didn't have the abilities to produce the mobile phone or freezes, smart television.
Yes.
But now,
Yes.
when Samsung invested in in the country, the people are getting skilled how
Yeah.
to how to or they are getting the skilled, and they are using it in a local firm like Walton.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then
That's
I
true.
think,
That's
yeah.
true. We have a lot of companies now, Walton, Jomuna, Bosundara,
Yeah.
and different companies. They are capable to make everything like monitors, fridges, the phones. Even they are launching the cars also.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go to the question number 6. That is, how has FDI impacted working condition, labor rights, community well-being, and other prospects of social development?
Okay. Uh, in that case, I want to mention some labor rights from the source. So, in that case, FDI have improved formal employment opportunities, wages and skill development. That's true, particularly in export-oriented industries. But the thing is, if the question is comes out about workplace safety standards, the security. So I want to mention one thing. A biggest investment in Bangladesh was Rana Plaza. It was totally dependent on the bank loans and the foreign direct investments. But the problem is when it destroyed, it collapsed. 1,200 people, more than that, died instantly, but they don't get any kind of remuneration, any kind of safety security, any kind of labor rights.
Yeah.
So that's why the impacts on the FDI, it has big negative sides on this area. So
Yeah.
I think they should be careful more about this. And the social development side, if I comes about this, there are some challenge persist, including long working hours. That's why we are losing our social relationships.
Yeah.
Limited unionization. We are separating our relationships, and job insecurity. Always we have a mental problem that, oh, I'm gonna lose my work, I'm gonna lose my job. So these things are affecting indirectly on the social activity. People are always trying to go to the work, high and by culture, they are trying to make money, and finally they are losing their family. So
Yeah.
we are seeing that in not only in our third world country, the same situation is happening on the developed countries too. They are totally broken down from their families. And final thing is communities' well-being improves. They are also trying formed by the different NGOs. They are providing the logistics, the healthcare service, training, and the contributions, and the uniform services across all regions.
Okay, sir. Thank you. And what do you think? What farms are maintaining the labor rights and working condition better? Is it local farms or foreign farms? Which farms are maintaining?
If I compare, so in that case, multinational firms are more capable to provide this because they have big investment, big profit margins. That's why they can do it easily. And the local farms, they are trying to do that, but their budget is low. They are making a small amount of profit margin. That's why the problem happens. Like if I give an example, Berger or Nestle can give any kind of facilities to their staffs.
Stuff.
In that case, if my institution, as a local institution, so Unicast can't provide the huge remuneration to the staffs
Yes,
or
stuff.
stakeholders,
Yeah.
or they cannot. We cannot give the amount, a big amount, when they need any compensation. So we have to think about more and more so that either we can provide it or not. But the big companies, they are providing a good amount of remuneration, the damages, health insurance, everything is much larger than the local companies.
Okay, sir. Fantastic answer it was. Uh, and I think a lots of information here I found for question number 6. Now let's move to the question number 7. That is, how do you perceive government policy in shaping FDI contribution to the economy of Bangladesh?
Okay. So in that case, um, I what I found from the research that actually the foreign direct investment is divided through the government. That's why when a government is honest, they are trying to invest it properly. They are trying to reach it the actual destination. For example, when the budget is creating, as our budget is subsidy, so they can take the money over there and they invest on the R&D sector, on the educational sector, on the economical growth, ongoing economical sectors like banking systems, like the manufacturers and the productive companies. But the thing, sometimes we see that they are investing on different things like tax incentives, relaxed ownership rules, and specific some companies. It's become a monopoly that should not be like only one companies. It should be open, and the destination should be the actual manufacturers.
Yeah.
And other things they are trying, the government is trying, they are creating some EPZs, export processing zone. They are
Yeah.
trying to do it personally through the government. On the other hand, they are trying one-stop services, so OSS, for investors. And the owners, those who have a big investment on our country, like Bosundara Jamuna groups, so they are doing something better through the biggest companies. And I want to mention, for example, Bangladesh Investment Development Authority is doing good last 2 years, which is called BIDA, and they have simplified their investment procedures. It's too much easy now to take benefits like loan, incentives from there, and it increases lots of investors last 1 year.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing. I believe that one day will come that actual person will get the FDA benefits directly.
Okay, and I have got a couple of news last few months that after coming Professor Yunus, they are trying hard to maximize the FDI, and the BIDA director of BIDA, he is trying a lot, and he is
Ashik
doing
Mohammed,
a lots of seminars to boost
yeah,
up the FDI. I have found, yeah. I
yes,
think that
he's
will
a nice
be,
guy.
yeah, this will be beneficial for our economy if they can do it.
Yeah, if they are honest and they actually want to do the things work, so I think it will be the biggest blast. But if they are not, the dishonesty occurs or corruption is inside this, so the maths will run through this.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, sir. Thank you for questioning the for answering the question number 7. Now, this is the last question. This is, as per your experience, how Bangladesh could enhance the FDI contribution in programming in promoting environmental and long-term economic sustainability.
Yeah, that's a nice and important question. So, in that case, Bangladesh can enhance FDI contributions to sustainability by strengthening environmental regulational functions and enforcements to encouraging green and renewable investments. Already, they are starting that, promoting skill development and technology transfers, diversifying FDIs into high value and low carbon sectors, linking incentives to sustainability performance. For example, I want to mention FDIs in solar energy
Yeah,
because you would be happy that solar energy is installed in Bangladesh, firstly in our states,
yeah,
Norsindi. So I know it's better because when solar energy comes, so people are too much attractive about this. Why? Because it gives something more, something better than the typical one. Uh, Besides, there's a vast recycling of D&D of Dhaka, and the green manufacturing can support environmental protection. I want to mention the green environment protection is the which is called we tricycle like auto. They are saving lots of gases, lots of well using. So I think there's like the as booming economy because of this investment while ensuring long-term economic resilience.
okay, sir. Thank you. And lastly, I want to say something that about LDC. In 2026, we are moving, or we are going to what should I say? We are going to move to LDC, or least
Yeah,
developed
list
country.
development.
Yeah. So after this, we will have. I think we will have more FDI. What do you think?
Yes.
Isn't it?
Uh, if you ask me formally, then I should tell something like that. FDIs always try to make a country so that they are not in least development countries.
Yeah.
They can reach the developed countries. But when you reach the developed countries, you will face some challenge. For example, now we are getting 4% of the taxes, but Vietnam is getting 7%.
Yeah.
Why? Because we are in LDC. But when we will invert into the developed countries list, and then we have to fight with the China, Vietnam, Taiwan, those who have too much fast education production culture.
Yeah.
So it will be very challenging for us. So we have to think and rethink about it. But yes, everyone is always trying to reach in the SDGs from LDG.
Okay.
Okay, least development goals. So I think this is another topic why
Yeah.
we should
No,
stay in LDG or we should go through the SDG.
okay.
That's a huge topic. But
Yeah.
I want to mention that as a least developed country, we are trying to make money and we are becoming the dependent country. That's good for us.
Okay, sir. Thank you for your kind information, as well as you have joined with me. That's very um, helpful for me or for my research, and I will connect you later with my research. I will send it to you, and that's and that's all for today. And I think the survey was very nice, and I got some informative answer from you, which will be much
Thank
more
you so much.
beneficial for my research. Yeah.
Thank you. It's my pleasure to give some informations to you, and I'm learning a lots of things about from you, and it's a great pleasure for me. I can be a part of your research paper of
Yeah.
Bristol University. So it's my I think it's my good luck for working with you. Thank you
Okay.
so much, and
Okay, sir.
hope to see you again. Bye bye.
Bye bye.